Morning, everybody. Day 2 on the current river, and I got a lot of mileage ahead of me. I got to start really pushing. I know I said I was going to start taking it slow, and I only did 5 miles yesterday, and I got to start crushing miles today. I want to make it over to Cave Spring, and I want to also hike the trail up to Devil's Well. So those are my 2 major objectives for today, and I've got to get going. It's 6:30 in the morning. Sun's just crested over that little bluff up there, and I need to start pushing. Let's get some coffee. Here's a pro tip. Always bring a warm, thick pair of socks to use for one reason, and one reason only. That is to sleep in. I learned that when I was winter camping, and it makes your time outdoors much more enjoyable. I got these wet wool socks that I'm putting on from yesterday in a very ambitious attempt at catching fish. I don't know what I was thinking. I think maybe if I walked in deeper, I'd get a better chance to get into them. But I walked in and the ground seemed firm at first, but there was a very steep drop. And the water went over my NRS Boundary boot. I've had this for years. Usually I'm pretty good at keeping water below it, but not yesterday. So I got to deal with wet socks today. I say she is done. can't believe how beautiful my site is. If I weren't so pressed on time, I'd be hard pressed to stay here another night. So I decided to share with you probably the best kept secret in canoe camping ever. And you got to promise to keep this a secret, because Cliff Jacobson has opened up his book of all camping's top secret information. Even my secret's not in here. I know, I read it. So here it comes. Prepare to be amazed. If you are looking to get on the water early with a smile on your face and make sure that you're nice and sustained with enough calories to get you all the way through to mid-afternoon, you may want to consider having a cookie for breakfast. Not just any ordinary cookie, but a protein-packed cookie. I have a cookie here that is almost 400 calories. This is a monk pack cookie, and it is delicious. Cookie and coffee. That's it. Once you got the water boiled, once you got your coffee good and going, you're good for the day. Munch down a cookie and enjoy the rest of your day. That's how it goes. You're gonna thank me for that, I promise. One thing I don't like is preaching. You can only preach to the well indoctrinated. Preaching is, by and large, just a waste of time. And for those of you who are doing the right thing out on the river, this message isn't for you. There's a saying that you don't know what you got till it's gone. And unfortunately, hindsight is always 20/20. This is a beautiful river. This is a beautiful resource, but there's a risk of losing it. I was reading here, paddling the Ozarks, that the Ozark Scenic Riverway is a river resource that we may lose potentially within our lifetime. And it's a very recent national park, but we might lose it. And it's because of stuff like this. So I'm not preaching, but I do want to appeal to your reasonable side. If you're a party type, that's cool, man. I remember partying pretty heavy on the river too when I was younger. But don't lose this resource. Make sure that you can keep this resource alive so you can come back and party. Maybe if you have kids, you can come back and party with your kids. But you need to have this resource available. So please, if you do come on the river and you want to have fun, have fun. Do it responsibly. Make sure that this resource is available to you next time you come back. And that you don't mess it up for other people who want to come here and enjoy it. That's the message. I'm not preaching. I want you to be selfish. I want you to enjoy the river. I want it to be yours. This year, next 100 years. Don't lose it. We are off. Got a pound mileage out today. Pound it out today. I woke up this morning with every intent to grind at my gunnels the 8.5 miles non-stop until I hit Cave Spring. But upon approaching Welch Spring and coming up alongside the ruins of the old Welsh Hospital, I decided that it was worth stopping and sightseeing for a little bit. And boy, I am glad I did. Welcome to Welch Springs, where the ruins of the old Welsh Hospital still stand today. Dr. Dial Welsh, a physician from Illinois, purchased this land in 1913 for only $800. He believed that this spring had healing properties and built a hospital over the cave that emanated from it. He believed that the cool and pollen-free air could heal patients who suffer from asthma, emphysema, and tuberculosis, which was better known at the time as consumption. Due to the inaccessibility of the area at the time, the hospital and resort never really took off. Dr. Welsh passed away in 1940, and the property soon fell into ruin. Wow. All right. It's time to get going. But first, one last look at Welch Spring. There's a hawk up there. I don't think it's a red tail. It's more gray. But it's chasing off a yearling, a bald eagle yearling. And you can hear it screaming. It's kind of cool. All right. Man, I don't know how anybody gets any canoeing done with all this recording. Birds weren't the only creatures that I got to observe in their natural habitat today. I also got to observe another famous creature on this river, the kayaker. I couldn't think of a better river to start overnight trips on. This is beautiful. So we got two paddlers here on the river, and I have Frank here on the left. He's a Semper Fi, once a Marine, always a Marine. And his first time on a kayak. You're doing pretty good.
He is doing good, isn't he?
And we have
Melissa.
Hi, Melissa.
Not my first time.
So she's a veteran of the river.
What do we got here? A hawk?
Let me see. That could be an osprey.
Yeah.
I have been kicking up eagles. There's been a yearling.
I told him we're gonna see an eagle. I said we're gonna see an eagle this trip.
I'm telling you, it has been great. There's alligator snapping turtles. I've seen American eels. I've seen beaver. This whole section has just been ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've just been creeping up on them.
Neat.
So, well, I wish you all a very safe and very rewarding time out on the river today.
I appreciate it. I told her I'm used to these big steel ships. You know, just
I'm Isaac.
Isaac?
Yeah.
So you'll put it on YouTube?
I will.
If I look under YouTube so I can play it for Frank, will it come up with Isaac?
It's actually, so my last name is a long last name, begins with P. And my military career has always been, they've always called me P.
P?
So my YouTube channel is called Adventures with P.
Adventures with P.
With P.
Remember that, Frank.
Yep.
And I'll look it up at some point in time and I'll show it to you.
Awesome.
we appreciate that, Pete.
Not a problem. Throw a comment on there. Let me know it's you guys.
Outstanding.
Yes, I will.
Outstanding. Thank
How
you.
exciting.
Thank you.
All right. Have fun, guys. Back to the grind. Well, it is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, halfway done with the day, and we made it to Cave Spring. I'm gonna poke around in there, not too deep though. You're really not supposed to go in there pretty far because the white nose syndrome that affects the bats around here. It's 90% fatality for bats. So I'm just gonna pop my nose of the canoe on in, peek my head in there real quick, and then I'm gonna walk the trail up to Devil's Well. That is something special to see right there. We're gonna go find its source. This is just where the spring bleeds out, but it starts underground about a mile into a place called Devil's Well. And there's a trail I'm gonna follow, and it goes up to the plateau. I'm not sure how far down it does, but we're gonna take some photos when we get there. So everything's locked up, the expensive stuff anyway. I have camera equipment and the canoe locked up. Life jacket, paddles, camping equipment, food, none of that's locked up. I guess if somebody steals it, they need it more than I do. And then that puts me in a weird predicament. Everything else I couldn't lock up, I'm carrying on this very heavy bag. Ugh. On a potentially long trip to Devil's Well. So I got this heavy camera bag for everything that I could not lock up, and it is over 40 pounds, including my water. This trail is 2 miles from the cave, so essentially it is like a portage. It is like doing long portage all over again, but with the weight of an ultralight canoe slung over one shoulder. The National Park Service must do controlled burns out here. Take a look, let me know what you think. Call it a hunch. Almost an hour, I'm still walking the trail. Before leaving on this trip, I was talking to my neighbor. Told my food plan. And I told him, yeah, you know, food is fuel. I don't think I need too much. I'm not gonna be looking at a whole lot of calories being expended. He's like, yeah, you're gonna burn calories. I said, no, man, it's gonna be a simple trip. I'm floating down a river. I'm not really gonna be pushing it hard. There's no portaging. We're good. Yeah, if I got anything to eat, I'm eating my own words right now. So, good news is, it's fat-free, carb-free, paleo-friendly, keto-friendly. I'm gonna lose So much weight on this trip. Oh my God, Missy's gonna love seeing me. I'm headed downhill, and let's hope that's a good sign, because we all know where water goes, and maybe we'll find some down here. I don't know. Yeah, 58 minutes, and I think we are at the mouth of the well. Devil's Well. I see stairs. With a name like Devil's Well, it has got to be grandiose. I'm gonna take a look at Devil's Tower, at Devil's Lake. All those places are huge. I expect no less than that level of grandiose shock and awe. There's a price that I had to pay to get here. Expectations are high. Well, we're here, and I'm going to tell you, like Devil's Tower and Devil's Lake, those things are grand. Not so grand. I'm standing here, and you can see the platform I came from. More than that, I counted the amount of stairs it took to get here. 58. Only 58 stairs. Well, I can say that we've been here. Time to make that 1 hour journey back. Let me show you what it's like going up. It won't take long.
I'm not giving Devil's Well enough credit here. It actually opens up to a subterranean lake the size of a football field, and it would have been grandiose. However, not many people in their lifetime ever get to descend beyond that lower platform and make their way into the Devil's Well.
What a bust, guys. I'm so sorry about that. That was a lot of walking for nothing. Well, it's about 3:30 and I can still make some miles, so I got to get on it. So I'm up by Round Spring, and I see this. I have no idea what that is. If anybody's been here before, let me know, because I'm very curious. All right.
All right, 30 miles. 30 miles. After 30 miles in the river, this is home. This gravel bar. There are many like it, but this one is ours. Let's go check it out. Well, I don't like it, but it's gonna have to work. And it's better to get off the river right now, because that sun is gone. It's dark. Getting tired. And these are only class 1 rapids, but still need to treat them with respect. You wind up tipping your canoe right now, you're screwed. So we're gonna have to make it work. All right, good evening everybody. What a day. We did 30 miles and the sun had already gone down by the time that I got into camp. So I'm just waiting for my food to finish cooking, and I'm gonna go ahead and start grubbing down, because I definitely am deserving of a meal after today. The wildlife was crazy. I cannot tell you the amount of wildlife that I saw out there. We had multiple eagles, multiple white-tailed deer. There was 2 different types of turtles I saw. It was a snapping turtle and like not a box turtle, but some other type of aquatic turtle. Tons of birds. There was one point where I was filming some ducks, and then they flew off, and as I'm tracking them, there comes an eagle that is flying away from the other side, and I see the eagle, and then there's this Canadian goose that's coming down the river, like from downriver, upriver, and you just turn the camera off, and then no sooner than you do that, you got to turn right back on. There was raccoons. I think they were river otters out here. They definitely were bigger than muskrat, and more slender than a beaver. And I saw 3 of those. There was pileated woodpeckers. I saw a kingfisher swoop down and get some fish. I saw a crow chasing a bug. It was ridiculous. There was a crow that was meowing like a cat, and I think I got the sound of it on video, because I'm not crazy. I'm telling you, there was a crow that was meowing like a cat. I'm hoping you guys can hear this. There's a crow in that tree meowing like a cat. Can you hear it? Cat. Bunch of condors, osprey. There was a raccoon that I accidentally turned my camera off for. It was already on, but I clicked it again. 2 raccoons. I got one of them on, well, one of them a near miss. I might have a glimpse of it, but it was just what a day. What a day. There was bats, well, tonight. I got my lamp on out there, and all the bugs are around, so the bugs are just getting it's a heyday out there for the bats. But I wanted to show you something. I have this little tiny charger here, and it's amazing. It's just 28 solar watt. It's got 4 of these little panels here, and it has charged everything. It's kept everything charged, and I'm so impressed with it. Yeah, it's just I got my drone, I got my 2 GoPros, I got a GoPro extra battery charger with 3 batteries. I got my cell phone. It has just been keeping up, so it has been awesome. We've been blessed with sunny days. It's been gorgeous, and I'm gonna have to put this down now, because I need to listen to my stomach, and it is telling me put the phone down, pick up the fork, start eating. I'm gonna do that, but wanted to check in. It was a great day, 30 miles, and this is what the plan is tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this content, please consider supporting my channel by clicking on the subscribe button below.